Three, two, one. We are live.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to CampusCare at Talks presented by Entab. It is often said that in the midst of chaos, there's life and opportunity. And recent pandemic situation, as chaotic as it may be, has clearly shown us that if we actually utilize technology, then the distance become an insignificant factor. So the borders have seemed to disappear, and there is a seamless flow of knowledge taking place. And in the post COVID era, the ideal world will see collaborations taking place on a massive global level, and hence, it is all the way very important now that our students should be prepared and trained to compete at the global stage. To talk about how schools can prepare themselves for the future and invite collaborators to associate with them, we have with us today Mrs. Taruna Kapoor, ma'am. She's the principal of Ramagya School, Dadri. She has played an instrumental part in associating with institutions that work towards learning innovative techniques by collaborating with people all around the world to make students become global citizens. So, owing to her dedication towards education, Microsoft, Apple, and National Geographic have awarded her the prestigious title of official trainer. And under her able leadership, Ramagya has been successfully collaborations with teachers, trainers, coaches from all over the globe. So please welcome Taruna ma'am.
Good evening, Nimisha. Good evening, Entab team. I am actually honored to be a part of this webinar or whatever you say, and sharing my knowledge of global education with the world around.
So, ma'am, as we begin, I would like to get your perspective on the concept of global collaboration and its relevance in today's time.
True. See, children are great imitators, what I feel, Nimisha. So give them something great to imitate. Global education is something that is important because our future is going to be built by our young generation. So methods in which the instructions and students are being communicated with the children, with one another across the globe for collaboration, that is actually the main focus and main help which the students work on. So in my school, what we do that we suppose we take up any topic like plantation or germination, and we look for a teacher or a mentor across the globe or across the boundaries, so that we can have a collaboration on that particular topic with their students, and they can learn. The children can learn about that particular place, how they germinate, what do they grow, how do they grow, what is the climate, what is the soil type, and that is how we work on. Recently, we had a collaboration with Miss Mercy from Nigeria, and my kindergarten and her kindergarten children collaborated on different topics like germination. So the children showed how they have planted different seeds for tomato, what these vegetables are, what these fruits are. And I feel that what they see and what they share with their friends, they never forget throughout their life. So that is what our concept is.
So, ma'am, as you're talking about the concept right here, how is Ramagya helping the students to take on the challenges at an international level?
You know what happens, like last year we had a challenge of National Geographic, where the children had to develop a project for how to clean water, which is a very, very big problem for entire world. So my children, from the waste material from they took out the motors from their old cars, old remote cars, and they used those remotes, and they developed a small boat, and they took it practically to the river, and with those operated car, they could collect the garbage from the river. So, and that project and that PPT had gone to the National Geographic, Washington, and my children got certified for that. So it's a big, big achievement for them. Someday I'll share that video with you. How they had sent it, it was like amazing watching and working. Like the entire summer vacation, they had devoted on this project, and they worked on that model. So that is how the children work together as a team. They are curious, they research, and they are excited about learning new things.
Okay. So, ma'am, for alluring partnership at a global level, it is very important to stay ahead of the competition. And some of the key indicators which plays a significant role are related to adopting new technologies and continuously upgrading the skill set for the teachers as well as the trainers that we have. So, what are your comments on that?
Very true, Nimisha. I totally agree with you. If you are not updated or upgraded, you will be lacking somewhere. If your children are not updated and updated, even they will lack somewhere. Recently, my children collaborated and they have achieved a diploma from Sydney. They have worked on a project where they have worked on 5 assignments in the Google Classroom, which is very new to the area like Dadri, which is a rural area. The children working on Google Classroom and that too virtually. The teachers and the principal is guiding them virtually. It was a big achievement for them. They worked on 5 assignments, beautifully done up, and they achieved the diploma, which came directly from Sydney. And that is how they research, they work in team, they ask their peers that how if they are missing on something, they will consult their peers, their teachers, and then they come over that innovation. They're working on various projects on project-based learning with Japan, where there are different topics which they are working on, like climate action, then poverty, then education for all. So we divide the children into groups, and various groups are interacting with the Japanese children and the projects. The children from Japan are also working on those projects, and the children from India are also working on those projects. So they are, learning the language. They're learning from their research. These children, what they're researching, the Japanese children are learning. They're learning each other's culture. So there are so many things to be shared with each other. So that is how I feel that my school, my children, they are growing because they are collaborating with the world.
So,
And
ma'am,
and they are also working on Padlets, they are also working on Hangouts, they are working on Zoom sessions, they're working on Google platform, they're working on Skype. So there are different ways. Like recently I explained them Flipgrid. Now they're uploading their videos on Flipgrid, and those videos are being shared with the other countries' students, and the students are also responding on the Flipgrid. So that is again a very you must say that it is a very good way of exchanging the thoughts and views on different topics.
so, ma'am, do you think that practical experiences can be gained through online collaborations?
Of course, why not? Of course, like Flipgrid, which I'm talking about, it's like we did it on snacks, snacks, and the country was Argentina. So the children, we had a Skype session also where the children showed their snacks of their country, and my children showed the snacks of India. So they discussed the food value, the junk value, everything they had discussed of those food. I have sent that those snacks from India to Argentina, and Argentina people have sent those snacks over here. They've couriered here. So now they will taste it, and there they will taste it, and they will share their views. And then we have created a Flipgrid, both the teachers, me and the teacher from Argentina, and the children are sharing their views, their videos, everything on that particular platform. And that is how they exchange their ideas, and they have started working. They're tech savvy, and they have started working on different technologies with different challenges.
So, ma'am, as you're doing all these interesting things, considering Ramagya as the base model, so what policies should other schools adopt to invite opportunities for sustainable collaboration?
Yes, like I spoke to you. I mean, if we are talking about saying no to plastic, we did a recent project with the National Geographic again, where we had taken out a community march, taking those paper bags and old cloth bags. The children had made them in the school as a craft activity, and they had marched throughout the lanes of Dadri, spreading this message that say no to plastic and use this paper bag or the cloth bag, right? So, and say no to water wastage and all. And then I took them to the Noida, where the roads were made out of plastic. So they saw that how the plastic waste is being used for making the roads, and tons of plastic can be used for making proper, strong roads. So that is one way where the recycling was also learnt by them. Also, they said no to plastic by, putting the plastic bottles on effigy of Ravana on the Shera, and saying no to plastic, that we will not use plastic, because like it's a victory of good over evil.
So, ma'am, if I'm if I understand it correctly, so you are basically trying to say that to build a global community, and you will be delighted to know that even at Entab we are committed towards the same.
Great, great.
So, ma'am, there is another question that I need to ask you. So, what are the challenges that you need to overcome in terms of practical learning? Because there is a stigma attached to, we all know about online learning.
Yes, there are challenges. One is that the network is a big challenge for us. Plus, there are challenges like screen time, which is like, it definitely will become more if we keep on collaborating, and we'll work on these global collaborations online. Yes, the screen time is also there, but we make a proper balance, and we follow the HRD ministry's guidelines, where we have kept the online study for 2 hours only, that too with a break of 10 minutes, where the child gives rest, freshens up, and then he's ready for the next class. Similarly, for our global collaborations also, we fix up like evening time, where the children, they are fresh, and then they have relaxed, they are ready for the next challenge. Like, we have a German classes directly from Germany. So the children learn German from the German teacher who's teaching directly from Germany. It's a big, big thing for Ramagya children. And they have actually learned a lot about the language. So, yes, the challenges are there, but I feel that the winner is one who comes up with solutions.
So, ma'am, when we consider global collaboration at a macro level, one of the key significant factors are the reforms adopted by the government. And you know that so what do you think? Like, according to the new education policy 2020, is it an inviting step towards global collaborations?
Of course, yes, it is. I must say that NEP says that whatever the child is good in, I mean, we should, like in Germany, what is happening? In Finland, what is happening? They are just motivating the children in the talent which the child wants to do, what the child is interested in. It is not that we are, forcing the child, no, you become a dancer. Maybe the child is not good in dance, right? So, this is one way of collaborating globally, and where they get the chances to make new friends, we come across different mentors, different authors, where the child gets the way, and that way is also streamlined by these collaborations, because they get the way, they get confident, they get platform, they learn empathy, they learn global competence, they learn so many things, and the students themselves become experts when they talk to the experts, and they can get career guidance also while they are collaborating. That is what I feel. And yes, the global collaborations are important for NEP policy also.
Ma'am, as we've talked about schools, trainers, and everyone, if we talk about parents, so as a parent, how can one motivate the school to adopt global collaboration?
They are very happy, believe you me. But the parents at Dadri, they are so happy collaborating with different countries. They really feel that it is like a big thing for their children, because they have not ever thought of doing this. So they feel that their children from a village, they are doing this, and they are, collaborating with the world around. So they feel great, great achievement in that. And they come back to us and really thank us. It is not that they're collaborating with one country or two countries. They're collaborating with different countries, different mentors. Lorraine from Boston, Professor Mitra from Japan. So there are different mentors who are coming across, and they are learning a lot of things from different mentors. So till the time learning is happening, I think none of the parents will ever stop their child, and they'll come in the way of learning. That is what I feel. That exposure is very, very important for a child to grow.
Yes, ma'am. So, ma'am, a school in a rural area, how can they seek for global collaboration?
I'm telling you, they're very, 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 very happy. They're actually very happy. They talk about, my school is the talk of town nowadays in Dadri. Why? Because they feel that what we are doing, no other school is doing. They have not reached that place. They don't have those contacts. So my school next year, maybe I'll, we'll have that Microsoft Showcase School. So it's a big platform for my children because they will be using all the Microsoft techniques. So it is a big learning platform for them. And yes, the children should be, researchers and inquiring. If they want to become expert in life, they should, inquire and research, and they should reach to that level where the people are there, the other children are there from the world. And I know Indians are no less. They are best of minds and best of brains. That is how I think. It is just how you mold them.
Ma'am, as we are moving forward, did you face any hindrances from parents initially?
No, I'm very fortunate. They did not even once stop me from, any collaboration. I still remember we had a collaboration with National Geographic and Indian one. There was Ramagya School Dadri was the first Indian school who had collaborated midnight 11 because the time difference is there. But they were there with their children in the school, and they really saw how the children had spoken to the mentors there, and it was a Zoom session. So they were very excited about it. They never stopped their children for coming to school at 11, and they themselves were there with them. The teachers were there. So it is like this, how they feel so elated that the child is getting exposure.
And ma'am, if I talk about teachers, so was it hard to train the teachers to adopt the same techniques?
Uh, yes, there were challenges, but I must say that once trained, they all picked up because this Corona pandemic has taught each and every one to be, high tech, and you have to be near this technology, otherwise you will be left out. So they have all learned. We just kept 2 3 sessions with them, and we could train them well. The teachers who faced problems, I told them, relax, work for 2 days at home, do Zoom calls, whatever platform we are using. You please practice at home, and in case if you face any problem, come back to us. But yes, the children learn faster than the teachers. That is for sure.
Yes, ma'am. So, ma'am, apart from any network issues that you faced, what are the other issues that must have faced about? Would you share with your personal experiences?
Yes, there are children who are introvert also. So facing the camera, facing some other mentor from across the boundaries, across the world. So it is a challenge. You need a lot of confidence to face that. It happens. The children feel little jittery when they come on that platform. But gradually and slowly, because earlier when everything was normal, so we used to have a lot of Skype sessions. So I made my children, self-sufficient and good researchers. They make posters and everything. They research and do everything, and that is how they've come up out of that shell also. But yes, there are children who are a little shy. They take little time, but they are also coming over it. Maybe there is one more thing that they're not getting that guidance at home because their parents are not that educated. So they have that problem at home. But I have clearly told them because I keep in constant touch with my children. So I have already told them, if you face any problem, you contact your teacher. If the teacher helps you out, fine. Otherwise, you can contact me also, and I'll help you out.
Ma'am, what about the specially challenged students? And I'm very sure the West is more evolved in these terms. So, how has the collaboration helped them?
Yes, even they become they become confident. There are different tools in Microsoft where they have also got different things to explore, and like videos, the audio video sessions and all, where they really enjoy hearing and playing and following that. So like, for if I'm talking about Flipgrid, so this is one thing where the shy children will also record a video and upload it. So like you have said, the challenged children, yes, they're also working on that, and they are also coming up with their problems and coming over everything.
So, ma'am, as we've arrived at the precipice of the webinar, would you care to point out some takeaways for students from our today's session?
Yes, my takeaways are that age doesn't matter. how young you are a very fast learner because you have got very good brains, and one should be curious, one should be the mind should be inquiry based, a child should be a researcher. If my grade 4 child can make a PowerPoint PPT, so sky is the limit where the children can work and explore. So we should start early, we should start early and never underestimate any child where that I cannot do it. No, this should not be in your dictionary. It should be I am possible. So yes, impossible should not be there. I am possible should be there, and one should be a very good reader. One should read books. One should be a very good researcher, and one should be street smart. If you have to really come out of your inhibitions and everything, you have to become researcher, a good reader, where you can come on the flat platform at par with others, where you can talk and you can explore, you can share, you can do whatever you want to.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much for giving us your time and sharing all your
It's
thoughts about
entirely my pleasure, Nimisha. You gave me this opportunity to share my views.
thanks to you. And thank you so much, everyone, for joining with us at Ed Talks today. Thank you, ma'am.
Good day.